Hi everybody, welcome to Simply Scuba. In today's video we're going to be taking a closer look at the Oceama Shark dive torch. So this is a decent sized dive torch with a decent power output, around 2,500 lumens, an adjustable beam angle so you can change from really tight spotlight to an even floodlight depending on what you need to in the water. Rechargeable battery on the inside. You can recharge it in the battery, in the torch by a USB cable, so you can just top it up in between dives. But if you need to and you do have a replacement, you can swap that battery over. It's ticking a lot of boxes, but let's see how it arrives at your front door. So this is how it arrives in a nice EVA case with a little handle at the top, so you can sort of carry it around, or you can repurpose this for whatever you want. It's a fairly decent size. You've got Oceama, the brand name on the front, and a double zipper opening. On the inside of the box, we have the torch itself, so the Shark. Decent sized torch, but I'll take a closer look at that in a second. This padding is completely removable, so you can repurpose that box very easily for whatever tools or whatever you want. A little book about, I imagine, the rest of the range, or just warnings how to use it and how to dispose of it responsibly. You get a wrist strap and attachment point, so if you did ever drop it, it's still attached onto you. USB charging cable and some spare O-rings or a gasket by the looks of it, and then a little piece of paper with some German on it. I don't speak German, but hopefully one of you does, and you'll tell me what that says if you can read it. Yeah, a little mesh pocket section. So useful box, useful case, and then onto the torch itself. So this is a decent sized torch, and you get a single LED in the front and an anodized aluminium body, push button activation, and then yeah, if you unscrew the bottom of the torch, you get another little note on the inside, or sorry, a protective section, and then that's where you can recharge the battery. You actually have that like micro USB port in the back, and this section here, so this is your, or the black section, which you can hopefully see, is that gasket that you have a replacement for. So you don't need to fit that when it's brand new. That's a replacement if this one ever wears out. And then if you unscrew this back plastic section, you'll get to the actual battery compartment. So you can recharge it in the torch, or if you have a charging cradle, you can take that out and recharge that. So that's a 26650 5000 milliamp hour 3.6 volt rechargeable lithium ion battery. So decent sized battery for a decent sized torch. Positive goes on the inside, and then screw that back together. I'll see if it has any actual power in it. If not, I'll charge it up and then show you what it looks like. So it does have some battery in. If I switch it on, you can see it's a pretty spotlight beam. Press it again, it switches off. But if you're pretty quick, you can cycle through the different modes. So you have full power, low power, and then an SOS mode, battery saver. If I switch it back on and turn to the overhead, you might be able to see there's a little green light just in the center of that button. That's actually a battery level indicator. So as it'll be a lot like a traffic light system. As that green starts turning to amber and then red, that's your battery level indicator. But otherwise, yeah, pretty decent spotlight beam, and yeah, it's good for communicating. You can see what's going on, you can focus on one thing in particular, and yeah, it just sort of illuminates what's in front of you. Now on the torch head, you can actually adjust the beam angle. So right now it's in that spotlight beam, but if you rotate the metal head, you can see it changes to more of a floodlight. So you really can illuminate the entire scene and cast that light very evenly. Or when you're in the water, you can screw it back and focus it into a more spotlight for communicating and focusing on one thing in particular. And that's the Oceama Shark Dive Torch, a good all-rounder, decent power. I'll be quite happy diving with this here in the UK and with the sort of murky waters. You've got that really tight spotlight that can pierce through the murky waters, but then if you're diving out somewhere nice and clear blue waters, you can change it to a floodlight and evenly cast that light over the reef. Good all-rounder, rechargeable as well. You can top it up as you need to. You don't have to replace the battery, but if you can or if you need to, you can quickly swap it over. It is ticking a lot of boxes for dive torches. For more information, head over to our website, simplyscuba.com. There's going to be a link down in the description below so you can check it out and buy it from us at Simply Scuba. Thank you for watching, everybody, and of course, safe diving.